2008 with the purpose to combat food deserts in DC. Because we're speaking to a very informed audience, I won't go through my whole spiel that we usually do. I'm sure we all know what a food desert is, but for many years I lived east of the river and noticed that I could not get access, as most of the residents there, to healthy food. There is a huge contradiction, and it's of course tied into both racial bias and discrimination and also socioeconomic disparities in the city.
Hi everybody, my name is Gail and I'm a farmer with 3-Part Harmony Farm here in Washington, D.C. It sounds really simple, but everybody eats, and I think we all like to eat well. We enjoy good food, and so since I like to grow vegetables, I decided that I would start an urban farm in Washington.
Hi, I'm Angie, and I work with Hood and Grow Generation. I want to talk a little bit about Grow Generation. With that, we work with young girls, probably about middle school or high school age, and we just give them a place to talk about issues, things that they might be uncomfortable speaking about with their parents, or they might not know what to say to their school counselor. A
question for Gail and anyone else. I'm curious sort of what the challenges are and what it takes to get access to land in DC to grow. And then also, I know that doing an urban production farm is pretty unique, at least in DC, and I'd like to hear more about your model for an urban CSA and what kind of potential you think that has for other new farmers in DC and maybe providing income.
Sure. Yeah, I was just thinking as we've been talking that sometimes I forget to mention the positive thing, but I think it's really important to remember that on this issue, our city is really poised to take its place as like the forerunner in terms of urban agriculture. DC is really unique in the fact that we actually have a lot of green space available for growing.
The reason I wanted to do this, I've been working with Gail, a couple of times a week and learning, how to work the soil and, just do something very practical. And I needed that, like a trade, and more skills, hands-on skills. And to Shira, I don't know if you all have heard the interview that she gave with Green Soulful Living, and just like draws all of the connections together, militarization of DC, and communities that live in what she calls food deserts. And I didn't hear your presentation, but you see a direct correlation between heavy policing and poverty and food scarcity.
What we're talking about is empowering communities by giving them more control over land in their communities, food sources. In this city, I mean, it's no secret, JJ touched on it a little, that there is a such thing as a food desert in this city. The disparities are very clear. Where you go uptown, right where we are right now, there's maybe 50 grocery stores.